Hello everyone, I'm Priyanka Shah and welcome to my YouTube channel Mathlite. In this video, we'll continue with exercise 22A from chapter Heights and Distances. So starting with question number 12. A man stands 9 meters away from a flagpole. He observes that angle of elevation of the top of the pole is 28 degrees and the angle of depression of the bottom of the pole is 13 degrees. Calculate the height of the pole. There is a flagpole, there is a man. Let us draw the flagpole and the man. There is this flagpole. There is this man. Now both are perpendicular to the ground. Both are standing on the ground. ठीक है? So there is this ground. दोनों perpendicular है. Now there is this man. There is flagpole. Let AB be the man and PQ be the pole. ठीक है? A man stands 9 meters away from a flagpole. So man and flagpole के बीच का distance is given, that is 9 meters. So this is 9 meters. Okay, man and flagpole दोनों के बीच का distance is 9 meters. So this part basically, इतना distance is 9 meters. He observes that angle of elevation of the top of the pole is 28 degrees. He is looking at the top of the pole. So this man is looking at the top of the pole. So this is the line of sight. Okay, you will not draw line of sight from the bottom. ठीक है, his eyes are at the top, so top से angle of elevation आएगा. Okay, so the line of sight is this. He is looking at the top of the pole. Angle of elevation दिया हुआ है. Angle of elevation is the angle between line of sight. Okay, ये line जहाँ पे वो देख रहा है. So this line of sight and horizontal के बीच का एंगल. Is there a horizontal from this point? ये point से horizontal है? नहीं है. So you have to draw the horizontal. So यहाँ से horizontal draw करना पड़ेगा. Okay? I have not drawn properly. Draw properly with a scale. So line of sight and horizontal के बीच का angle is angle of elevation. So it is 28 degrees. Okay? Now since we are drawing this horizontal, ये point को name कर देते हैं. Okay, let this point be M. Okay, this is the flagpole. Now this is the angle of elevation. Angle of depression of the bottom of the pole is 13 degrees. Now when he is looking at the bottom of the pole, he is looking at the bottom of the pole. So line of sight draw करते हैं. Okay, so this will be the line joining the eyes of the person and the bottom of the pole. Now when he is looking at the bottom of the pole, this is line of sight and this is the horizontal. यही point से line of sight and यही point से horizontal, दोनों के बीच का angle, this is angle of depression. Okay, so angle of depression में always keep in mind horizontal होता है and there is some angle, और यहाँ पे horizontal है यहाँ से. So line of sight is like this and angle is like this. ठीक है, so either this way angle of depression या this way. Okay, over यहाँ पे left में angle of depression है. So the angle of depression is 13 degrees. I'll repeat, there is a man, there is a flagpole, the distance between them is 9 meters. Now when he's looking at the top of the pole, the angle of elevation is 28 degrees. So when he's looking at the top of the pole, angle of elevation 28 degrees होगा. Angle of elevation के लिए line of sight and horizontal के बीच का angle is angle of elevation. Do we have horizontal? No. So we need to construct the horizontal, draw the horizontal. Okay. Now when he is looking at the bottom of the pole, this will be the line of sight. So line of sight and horizontal के बीच का angle will be angle of depression. Okay. Now we have this information. What other information can we get from this? BQ is 9 meters. So AM will also be 9 meters. Why? Because ABQM will be a rectangle. Okay. This is a rectangle. ये horizontal है, ये perpendicular है. Okay. This will be perpendicular. AM is perpendicular to PQ. Okay. एक vertical line है, एक horizontal line है. So obviously they are perpendicular. Okay. So whenever you are drawing a horizontal and a perpendicular, दोनों हमेशा 90 डिग्रीज का एंगल फॉर्म करते हैं. So since three angles are 90 90 90, ये फोर्थ एंगल भी 90 ही होगा, एंगल MAB. Okay, so this quadrilateral ABQM is a rectangle. Correct? You don't need to prove. By default, in such kind of sums, this is going to be a rectangle. So you don't need to prove also. ABQM is a rectangle, therefore opposite sides are equal. So BQ and AM are equal. Now, over here we need to find height of the pole. PQ find करना है, height of the pole. PQ, I can split PM and MQ को join करके PQ बनेगा, because I cannot find PQ directly. PQ is not a part of any right angle triangle. So PM is a part of a right angle triangle and MQ is a part of a right angle triangle. So using trigonometric ratios, I can find PM and MQ. Okay. So PM के लिए I'll consider this right angle triangle, triangle PAM, and MQ के लिए triangle QAM. Okay. It's very easy, trigonometric ratios ही use करना है. So by now you must be knowing trigonometric ratios use करके ही you will get the height or the distance. Now AM is 9 meters. This angle of elevation is 28 degrees. Make sure this is a right angle triangle, only then you can use trigonometric ratio. So this is a right angle triangle, triangle PAM, which I drew separately. Now which trigonometric ratio to use? Look at the information. Angle है, angle का opposite side find करना है, PM find करना है. Opposite find करना है, angle का adjacent दिया हुआ है. Opposite and adjacent का relation, so का TOA recall करो, trigonometric ratios. Which one can I use? Opposite and adjacent come in tan. So TOA, tan. So tan 28 will be opposite upon adjacent. Angle का opposite is PM, adjacent is AM. I know this. I will get the value from the table of tan 28. दोनों multiply करके I'll get PM. So it's easy to find PM. Coming to MQ, same thing. Okay. MQ के लिए I'll consider triangle QAM. So okay, right angle triangle है, QMA, this is 13 degrees. We need to find MQ. We know this is 9 meters. Angle का opposite find करना है, adjacent पता है. Okay, ये तो hypotenuse हो गया, adjacent पता है. Adjacent and opposite का relation again comes in tan. So tan 13 will give me MQ का value. Opposite upon adjacent, angle का opposite is MQ, adjacent is AM. I know this. I'll get the value of tan 13 from the table. So just shift this over here, multiply, and you'll get the value of MQ. Once you get PM and MQ, add it, you'll get the value of PQ, that is the height of the flagpole. So now let us start solving with proper steps. Now you need to draw a proper figure. So draw the proper diagram. Okay. Now based on diagram, you just need to write down the given information. AB represents the height of the man. PQ represents the height of the pole. Okay. And BQ is the distance between the man and the pole. So BQ will be 9 meters. Okay. You can include this information in given part. You can write it in different format, given, to find, and construction, and then start with the solution. Okay. I've not written in that format. You can write in that format. So this will come in given part. To find PQ. Okay. And then construction में AM perpendicular to PQ. Without AM, you will not be able to draw angle of elevation and angle of depression. So this construction is very, very important. Okay. Now, once you do that construction, angle of elevation, that is angle PAM, is equal to 28 degrees. Angle QAM is equal to 13 degrees. Now, ABQM is a rectangle. You don't need to prove. You just can write down directly. ठीक है. So in case you want to prove, these three angles are 90, 90, 90. So your fourth angle by sum of all angles of the quadrilateral are 360 degrees. Okay, it is 360 degrees. So this will be 90 degrees. Okay, angle MAB or angle BAM. So therefore it is a rectangle. All angles are 90 degrees. Now since this is a rectangle, opposite sides are equal. So BQ and AM are equal. Both are 9 meters. Okay. Now coming to the solution part. Starting with the solution. नाउ पी क्यू फाइंड करना है तो पी एम एंड एम क्यू फाइंड करेंगे हम लोग, ठीक है। पी एम के लिए वील कंसिडर ट्राइंगल पी ए। सो इन ट्राइंगल पी ए एम, एंगल पी ए एम हम लोग को पता है, ए एम भी पता है, ओके। सो जस्ट राइट डाउन एंगल पी ए एम इज 28 डिग्रीज and AM is 9 meters. We'll be using tan because in this triangle we need to find angle का opposite and adjacent is given, okay। ये तो hypotenuse हो गया, ये adjacent है, so opposite and adjacent come in tan। So tan 28 is equal to opposite, angle का opposite is PM, angle का adjacent is AM। PM we don't know, AM we know it's 9। So tan 28 का value now we need to find from the table, natural tangent का table, okay। This is not a standard value, so you can find the value from the natural tangent का table which will be provided to you in exam, okay। So just look out the value in the table। So this is 0.5317, it is equal to PM upon 9, shift 9, so 9 into 0.5317 is equal to PM, so 5317 into 9, 9 sevens are 63, okay, 9 ones are 9 plus 6, that will give you 15, 9 threes are 27 plus 1 28, 9 5s are 45 plus 2 47. Now there is decimal point after 4 numbers from the right, so put decimal point after 4 numbers from the right, so 4.7853 is the answer। PM is equal to 4.7853, okay। So it's the other way around over here, just switch the sides। 4.7853 meters, don't round it off now, keep it as it is, after addition, after adding PM and MQ we'll round it off। So PM is 4.7853 meters, we found this, we need to find QM now। So triangle QAM, this is 13 degrees, this is 90, okay, and this is 9 meters। Now just draw this separately for understanding, ठीक है। You can also draw this separately, all right। Now ये find करना है angle का opposite and angle का adjacent is given, again we'll use tan, okay। So in triangle QAM, angle QAM is 13 degrees and AM is equal to 9 meters। Now tan 13 is equal to opposite upon adjacent, tan of the angle will be opposite, opposite is MQ, adjacent is AM। MQ we don't know, AM पता है, it is 9। tan 13 you will get from the table, 0.2309 is equal to MQ upon 9, shift 9, so 0.2309 into 9 is equal to MQ। Multiply this 2309 into 9, forget decimal for now, ठीक है, पहले multiply कर लो। 9 9s are 81, 9 into 0 0, 0 plus 1 8, 9 3s are 27, 2 9 2s are 18 plus 2 20। Now there is decimal point after 4 digits from the right, so after 4 digits from the right put a decimal point। Now this is the answer, 2.0781 meters, okay, don't forget to put correct unit। Now MQ भी मिल गया, PM भी मिल गया, now we'll add it and find PQ। Now PM was 4.7853, okay, and MQ is this, so just write down, switch the sides and just write down the answer once। After this PQ is equal to PM plus MQ, so it is equal to 4.7853 plus 2.0781, okay। So just add, so So this will be 6.8634. Now round it off to 2 decimal place. Okay, normally we always round it off to 2 decimal place. So 6.8634. All right. It will be 6.86 only because fourth digit is less than 5. Third digit is also less than 5. So obviously this will be 6.86. Okay, after rounding off. So 6.86 meters is the height of the pole. Box the answer, write down the final statement. I have not written over here. Write down the final statement. The height of the flagpole is 6.86 meters. Moving on to next question, question number 13. From the top of a cliff 92 meters high, the angle of depression of a buoy is 20 degrees. Calculate to the nearest meter the distance of the buoy from the foot of the cliff. There is a cliff. Now cliff is a vertical thing, okay? Vertical रहता है cliff. Look at the photo, okay? You will get an idea. So एक cliff है, okay? Now the cliff is like this. From the top of the cliff 92 meters high. So मतलब the height of the cliff is 92 meters, okay? So let AB be the cliff, the height of the cliff, which is 92 meters, okay? Now from the top of the cliff 92 meters high, the angle of depression of a buoy is 20 degrees. There is a buoy. A buoy is a floating device, ठीक है? So this buoy has multiple purposes, okay, navigation purposes and stuff. So this buoy is a floating device. So floating means it is floating on the water. It can be any sea or any other water source, okay? So this buoy, उसका angle of depression दिया है from the top of the cliff. So over here there is this water source, okay? Now यहाँ पे there is some buoy which is floating on the water, okay? Now from the top of the cliff the angle of depression is given, okay, of the buoy. Angle of depression क्या होगा? Angle is line of sight and horizontal के बीच का angle. So line of sight, and where is the horizontal from this point? Do we have a horizontal? No. Don't take this as angle of depression. That is wrong. You never take angle of depression or angle of elevation as line of sight and vertical के बीच का angle. This is vertical line. So vertical के बीच का angle नहीं लेते हैं. Line of sight and horizontal के बीच का angle. Okay. So this will be the angle of depression. So it is, this is the line of sight. From the top of the cliff, the angle of depression of the buoy is 20 degrees. Okay. Calculate to the nearest meter the distance of the buoy from the foot of the cliff. So buoy, let's say it is at some point P. Okay. This is the center of the buoy. Okay. Touching the water surface. Now this point say, okay, from the buoy we have to find the distance of the foot of the cliff. So foot of the cliff is this, ठीक है? ये foot of the cliff हो गया B. So PB का distance find करना है, PB का length find करना है, ठीक है? So PB we have to find. This is a right angle triangle. APB or ABP. It is a right angle triangle because this is vertical cliff. It is perpendicular to the sea or the water source. Now in this right angle triangle, we know that AB is 92 meters. Now we need one angle. We are given the angle. Now this angle of depression is equal to angle of elevation. Angle of depression is equal to angle of elevation because these two are horizontal parallel lines and this is the transversal. So these two are alternate angles, therefore they are equal. ठीक है? So we have done this in introduction part of the chapter. Please have a look at that if you have some confusion. Now, angle of elevation is given, that is angle APB. So for this right angle triangle, we have enough information. APB. Okay. AB is the height of the cliff, 92 meters. PB find करना है. Okay. and APB is 20 degrees. That is the angle of elevation. Now angle का opposite side we know, angle का adjacent side we need to find. Opposite and adjacent, which trigonometric ratio to consider? You will consider tan because opposite and adjacent come in tan. ठीक है. So sin में opposite and hypotenuse है, cos में adjacent and hypotenuse है. We don't want hypotenuse over here, we just want opposite and adjacent का relation, so that is in tan. So tan of the angle, that is tan 20, is equal to opposite, that is AB, upon adjacent, that is PB. AB we know, tan 20 you will get the value from the table, natural tangents ka table. So both the values we know, we can easily find PB. Alright, so now let us start solving with proper steps. Now you have to write down the given information according to the diagram. So you have to draw a proper diagram. Alright, P is representing the boy and AB is the height of the cliff, so therefore it is 92 meters. Alright, so AB is the vertical cliff, AB is 92 meters, P represents the boy. Now angle of depression of the boy is given. Okay, so from the top of the cliff, the boy का angle of depression, so line of sight and horizontal के बीच का angle, that is angle of depression, is 20 degrees. Okay, this is also given. Now PB is the distance of the boy from the foot of the cliff. Just write it down because you have to find that. Alright, so PB is the distance of the boy from the foot of the cliff. So to find PB, now solution में first we'll start with angle of depression is equal to angle of elevation. Very important information. Okay, so angle of depression of boy is equal to angle of elevation. That is, if you look at the boy from the top of the cliff, तो angle of depression हो रहा है 20 degrees. Okay, and when you look at the top of the cliff from the boy, तो angle of elevation हो रहा है 20 degrees. So these two angles are equal. All right, so angle of elevation of top of the cliff, okay, these two angles are equal. This is 20 degrees, so therefore angle of, you have to write down the full thing. So angle of elevation of top of the cliff मिल गया, therefore angle APB is equal to 20 degrees. ठीक है, this is the angle of elevation. Now because it is the angle between the line of the sight and the horizontal, make sure you are finding the angle with respect to horizontal. Okay, now we'll consider this right angle triangle trigonometric ratio to find PB distance. So in triangle APB, angle APB is 20 degrees, AB is equal to 92 meters, PB फाइंड करना है. So एंगल का ऑपोजिट दिया हुआ है, adjacent फाइंड करना है. ऑपोजिट एंड adjacent come in tan. So tan 20 degrees is equal to एंगल का ऑपोजिट अपॉन adjacent होगा, so opposite is 92. First we'll write down AB, opposite side is AB, upon adjacent, that is PB. Okay, AB is 92, PB we have to find. Find the value of tan 20 from natural tangents table. So tan 20 is 0.3640. Okay, now it is equal to 92 upon PB. Shift PB and shift this over here, so PB is equal to 92 upon 0.3640. Now this is a very small number, so what we can do is actually multiply by 10,000. Okay, जितना numbers के बाद decimal point है उतना zeros, so 1 2 3 4, so 4 zeros, okay, and 1, so 10,000 multiply by 10,000 in both numerator and denominator. You can't just multiply in denominator or in numerator. So when you multiply, this will become 9,20,000 upon 3640. Okay, now it's easy. Okay, you can cancel out and then divide. So 9,20,000 upon 3640, this will give 252.747. Now we are told to find the answer in nearest meters. Okay, round off karna hai, not up to 1 decimal place or 2 decimal place, nearest meters. So when you're told nearest meters, nearest centimeters, means we don't want decimal point नहीं चाहिए. So decimal point के बाद का नंबर कौन सा है? Decimal point के बाद का number is 5 or greater than 5, then you will add 1 to this number. Okay, to the number before decimal point. So you will add 1 over here because 0.7 है. Had it been 2 or 3 or 4, then you would not add. ठीक है, तो ये 252 हो जाता. But 252.7 है, so it is closer to 253. ठीक है, so ये 3 हो जाएगा. So 253 approximate value. Okay, so this is equal to approximation. So approximate value is 253 meters. Very important to put correct unit. So the distance between the boy and the foot of the cliff is 253 meters. Write down the final statement, box the answer.